Ah yes, the NASCAR C-Cup Series. A league notorious for having a member have intercourse with his wife in the middle of the race. This legend goes by the name of CJ, and not the one from GTA San Andreas. But that is not the topic we will be discussing today. We'll be discussing something that will forever be known as the Great Boomining. So basically what was happening was, last night during C-Cups, it was at Road America. It was a mid-race. It was a pretty good race. There was no caution. Well, there was caution. I already forgot what happened, if I'm being honest. But anyway, I guess what happened, I'm just going to say it was a pretty good race, and, there wasn't really much going on. Well, that was until Go Boom and Logan started going at it. It started with Go Boom talking shit about Logan and something I now forgot. And you probably want to know the reason why I forgot what Go Boom said about Logan. It's because of what Logan said in response. After Go Boom said something, it was probably about Logan's mom and how she's like 800 pounds or something potentially. But I don't know. Basically what Logan said after was this. Well, this is what Logan said after. That's why you're 5 feet, 500 pounds. And that was the spark. That was the murder of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. That started World War I. For the rest of the race, Logan didn't even pursue an argument. It was me, Colton Irving, and Hendrick. Us three together were like, yeah. We were the greatest threesome of all time, I guess you could say. We were dominating Boom, just how, I'm not making the joke. And so at this point, you're probably telling me to shut up and asking what happened after, I guess you could say. So after the absolute roasting that was going on between me, Colton, and Hendrick versus Boom, it probably seems like we were all teaming up on him, but it wasn't for no reason. Go Boom was pretty much being an ass. Go Boom was pretty much being an asshat the whole race, and was pretty much being a dick. Wasn't being respectful, just like how he always is. And so that pretty much pissed everyone off. And one thing led to another. The next thing you know, it's nearing the end. Go Boom and Colton are intentionally wrecking each other, or mainly I should say Go Boom is intentionally wrecking Colton. And Go Boom is about to page the field, but Steven convinces him not to. After a few more roasts from Colton, I believe, it probably was him or someone else, and a few messages sent in the Discord under caution, which included a picture of Bowser with the caption of it saying it was Go Boom. I'm not going to lie, I laughed pretty hard at it. And basically, it was pretty much there was nothing I could really tell you guys. It was just all out hell at that point. World War I, though, had just started. Later in the race, after a few more roasts, Go Boom decided to leave the party, which I thought he would join back, but he actually, left the race. And, he's done this shit before. If something doesn't go his way, he gets mad. And, then Go Boom said that he was going to... How do I not get demonetized while saying this? I don't even think I can get demonetized. But basically he said he was going to off himself. Which I hope all of you know what that means. Off yourself. And... which is, if for the people watching this video, you probably know who Go Boom is, and he says this frequently often. So, it's kind of like one of those things where no one really, especially me, I've known Go Boom for 2 years in terms of league racing online, and Go Boom has always said stuff like this. I never get worried when Go Boom says something like that. But, it felt different this time. Go Boom sent Deegan a message saying that his dad has a gun, and that he was going to go get it, basically. Which he has never really done that before, at least that I can remember. And, that kind of worried Colton a little bit because, obviously, even though if, like, it was disrespect from both sides, nobody wanted anybody to off themselves or, like, take this personally or, like, anything like that. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure almost everyone, well, not almost everyone, a few people stopped the roasting and stuff. A few people kept on roasting. And let me check the C-Cups Discord right quick because, man, I mean, some of the messages in here, man. Hold up and wait. Scrolling up, I apologize for the wait. 1:56 a.m. Alright, this is going to be near here. Jeez, okay. So yeah, there was basically a bunch of roasting going on while I'll scroll up here. And I mean, it was just bad. It was just really bad now that I look back at it. Well, it wasn't really bad. It was actually pretty funny in the moment, like all the roasting, but still. At the end of the day, Govin said he was going to off himself, and we all, for a little bit, just had to stop the roasting and stuff and make sure everything was okay. Usually, when GoBoom says this, it's kind of like, well, he'll get on a few minutes later and just, like, try to make up with everyone, and, usually happens a lot. Because GoBoom says this a lot. He's, like, small from, like, a year or two ago. He used to say this almost every day. But now GoBoom, it was the first time in a little bit he has said this. And again, GoBoom was being disrespectful throughout the race. So, therefore, when this came up, like, no one wanted GoBoom to off himself, but at the end of the day, it wasn't like GoBoom had done nothing. He was still being a jerk, and while that doesn't make him deserve to, again, do it, there were reasons for why some people may have went too far in terms of disrespectfulness. And I know that at the end of the day we were racing, this is an argument over NASCAR Heat 5, but I mean, when there's nothing to do on a Saturday night, and you're just racing a league race and shit, shit's gonna happen, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, it's that's just how life goes. But anyway, so yeah, there was a bunch of jokes made and stuff. And most of the time when GoBoom says this, no one really takes it serious anymore because this man has said it at least 30 times before. And I've witnessed another person, again, small, say this like 300 times before. It's kind of like a normal thing that happens at this point, which is unfortunate. And it's just kind of like, it's just unfortunate to what this community is becoming away. With some of the people taking it too far, saying they're going to off themselves. And I'm just saying, while I don't want GoBoom to do it, obviously, that's just like, in my mind, if you're saying that, you should take your own life for over a video game, a league race, then you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be racing. You shouldn't be online. That's just taking it too far. And it's taking it to a personal level of, well, now it's just not fun anymore. If people are just saying they're going to do that and stuff, it's just not fun anymore. When I'm playing a video game or when I'm doing a league race, I don't want to worry about the safety of someone's life while I'm racing. I don't want to say something hurtful, obviously. I don't want to do anything wrong because I don't want people to be saying they're going to off themselves over a race and stuff like that. I just don't like shit like that happening. Obviously, a fun little roast session, they've always been fun. I always love participating in those, but, like, it's just, come on, man. I mean, just, especially when at the end of the day, like, they say this every day almost. Like, it just gets kind of annoying. And I know that sounds weird considering me saying that about someone saying they're going to off themselves, but it is not like they don't say this every day, or every few days, or every few weeks. This happens frequently, which is why it's gotten to the point where no one's afraid of that shit happening. No one's afraid of that happening, really. Which is bad, because one day, some person's going to say, everyone's going to be making these jokes because they don't think the person is being serious. They think they're just craving attention. Next thing you know, police are at people's doors and shit because of what happened. And as a whole, it just doesn't make it fun anymore. And I'm not trying to go on a rant here. At the end of the day, this is one of my rant videos. But still, it's just unfortunate, man. Really unfortunate. And, and it's not, and we gotta worry about this at times, man, because, like, one day, what if someone does off themselves? And I'm not saying Go Boom hasn't off himself, because we don't know. He's been offline completely since, like, probably, like, 1:30 a.m. or 1:30 last night. We just don't know. And that's, like, at that point, Yo Boom, I'm just saying, please don't do it. If you're watching, please don't do it. And dude, I just gotta say, if this happens, then we're just going too far. This league racing thing, that was meant for fun competitive racing, our version of NASCAR under a video game with us, it's just gone too far. And I don't blame it on the video game. I don't understand people who blame video games for people's mind and how they feel. Because it's not the video game's fault. It's just not the video game's fault. It's, like, if you're doing that and shit, like, you shouldn't be on this game. You shouldn't have people worrying for you every day over this stuff. Like, and while Go Boom deserves some of the hate he is getting right now, it doesn't need to go as far as a death. And this isn't even about the league racing and its reputation. This is just about... This is on a personal level now. This isn't just through a screen. This is on a personal level now if people are doing this shit. Which is why I gotta stop. I just gotta say this right now. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Colton. I don't care if you're, like, Boger. I don't care if you're anyone. If you are saying that you are going to take your own life over this, then you shouldn't be league racing. I don't want you in the league racing. And the league races I do, I don't want you league racing. It's not a command. It's advice that y'all need to take. Y'all need to go to a therapist if you're saying that shit. That shit's not cool. Whether it's serious or not, that shit is not cool. You need to go to a therapist or someone you know, someone you love immediately. Shit's just not cool, dude. And like, dude, I don't like talking about this shit and stuff. Usually half the shit I make on here is funny and shit, dude, like, you know. But still. Like, this shit, dude, been going too far. And, you know, we don't know what Government's exactly done. I haven't seen him online today, and I hope he didn't do what some people think. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great Sunday. Most people are off school tomorrow, Labor Day, so, I'll be on tomorrow, on Monday, too, most of the day. And, y'all just stay safe out there, man.